So we've got our Yogalates practice. So we're combining mat Pilates with our classic kind of yoga poses and stretches. So you got your mat and you got your wall close by that you can utilize. We're going to start cross-legged seated on your mat. So if you're not already there, go ahead and sit yourself down on your mat, cross the legs. Take a moment to ground down through your sits bones, maybe roll the shoulders down the back, and then we're going to take palms up on the knees. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and relax the eyes closed. So right away, start to tune into your breath. Start to deepen that breath. So taking it out of the chest, taking it all the way into the belly, finding our 3-part breath. So as you're inhaling, you're filling that belly up like a balloon, expanding through your rib cage, creating space, and then it finally reaches the chest. As you exhale, you release from the chest, knit the ribs together, feel your belly button press back towards your spine. Now, if you'd like a physical reminder with that 3-part breath, you can bring one hand to rest on the belly, and you can bring one hand to rest on the chest. So you feel the belly press into your hand, you feel the ribs expand, and you finally fill the chest with air. Release from the chest, knit the ribs together, feel that belly button pull back towards your spine. Clear the mind of any other chatter, focusing solely on the breath here, but also to focus on setting our intention. I'm going to offer up an intention for you, but should you have another intention that resonates with you, feel free to take that as well. So our intention that I'm offering up to you is to stay present. So staying present during this 30-minute practice, but also staying present in your life. Living in the here and the now. Not worrying about the future. Not looking back on the past. Being completely present in the here and the now. One last big inhale here. With your exhale, softly open the eyes, release the hands down, change out the cross of your legs. So soft gaze forward, we've changed out the cross of the legs. Now from here, interlace your fingers, press your palms away from your body, lengthen your spine, sit up tall. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, open, twist to your left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, gazes over your left shoulder. Sit up a little taller, twist it a little further. Inhale it here. Exhale, return it back to center. Interlace those fingers, press those palms away from your body, grow taller. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. And exhale, twist it to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of the right knee, gazes over that right shoulder, rotating through the spine. Sit up a little taller, twist a little further. Inhale it here, and exhale, bring it back to center. All right, you guys, so make sure you've got that wall close by. So we're going to take our feet onto the wall. So you're gonna have a seat about a foot, maybe a foot and a half away from the wall. Lay yourself down on your back and take your feet to the wall. So you want to feel your tabletop here. So if you need to adjust yourself closer or further away, you want your knees stacked right above your hips. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart, and you're pressing toes through the heels into the wall. Arms down long beside you. Give me a big inhale here. With your exhale, lift your hips. Roll your spine up and find your bridge. Hold. Squeeze through your glutes, squeeze through your booty. Make sure that you're not rolling onto the neck, it's just onto those shoulder blades. Press firmly into those arms. Make sure you're breathing as you hold. One last big inhale here. With your exhale, slowly release the spine, release the hips, bring it all the way back down. Now from here, cross your right ankle over your left knee. So you're in a little figure 4 here. So right knee is pointed out, right ankle is over that left knee, left foot presses into the wall. Inhale it here, exhale, lift the hips. Roll the spine up and hold. So you've got that left foot grounded into the wall, right leg, try to press that knee down a little bit. So what you want to feel is a little stretch starting to happen through that right glute. Now, if your balance is okay, if you can, take your right hand to that inner thigh, give it a little bit of pressure. But all the while, keep holding those hips up. Last big inhale here, both hands to the mat. Exhale, release your spine, release your hips. Change out your legs, right foot to the wall, left ankle over the right knee. Find that figure 4, inhale it here, exhale, lift the hips, roll the spine up, hold. Now you got that same option, left hand can lightly press on your thigh if that feels okay. Hips staying lifted. Last big inhale here, both hands to the mat, exhale, release the spine, release the hips, pause. Take both feet back onto the wall, just like how we started. Inhale it here. Exhale, lift the hips. Roll the spine up, hold. Now you can stay right here. Or if you'd like, start to walk your feet up a little higher so you're in a straight leg bridge. Bring those legs together and hold. So once again, make sure you're on the shoulder blades, not all the way on the neck. One long line of energy here. Keep squeezing through the booty. Make sure you're breathing. Now, if you opted to extend your legs, walk the feet back down so knees are bent. You're still in your bridge. Last big inhale here. Exhale, release the spine, release the hips, come all the way down. Now, keep that left foot on the wall. Extend your right leg up high to the sky. Wrap your hands behind your thigh or lift the head. Walk it up your calf. Try to walk your hands towards your ankle and pull that right leg in. So instead of thinking about it like a passive stretch, think about it as an active stretch. So you're using your hands to pull that leg in. You're creating that deep hamstring and calf stretch through the right leg. Inhale it here. Exhale, switch it out. Right foot to the wall. Left leg up high. And once again, it's an active stretch, so don't just hold. Think about pulling that leg in. Inhale it here. Exhale, release the left foot back to the wall. Release your head down. Now you're still in tabletop with your legs. So make sure knees are still stacked above your hips. And then arms are gonna reach up towards the sky. So fingertips are reaching up and then turn your palms away from you. So you're seeing the tops of your hands, palms are reaching towards the wall, wrists stacked above your shoulder. Press your feet firmly into that wall. Give me a big inhale here. With your exhale, use your abs to start to curl the head and shoulders up. Arms are gonna reach down by your hips, gaze is towards your thighs. Exhale, it's a slow release down. Head is last to lower, arms are back up. Inhale it here. Exhale, curl it up. Inhale, release it down. Exhale, take it to that curl. So really tap into that breath. So even though it's just like a little sit-up here, taking your time, making it slower and more controlled, you'll get more work through your core. So make sure that you're not using any momentum and you're not overly exerting your neck to lift your head. The only place you should feel tension is in your abs. Now on this next one, hold. Hold those arms by your hips, hold the curl of your head and shoulders. We're gonna do half of our Pilates 100. So we're gonna do 50. So start to pump your arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release your head down, relax, you guys. Now keep your feet on the wall. Walk those legs up so legs are straight. So zip your legs together. Feet are pressing firmly into the wall, heels through the toes. Arms back up, palms are facing away, fingers long, palms flat. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Arms reach down towards your hips. Inhale, release it down. Take your time. Exhale, curl it up. Now it's the same thing here, you guys. All we've done is extended your legs. Now, if having the legs long is too much, you can always return it back to tabletop. That's always an option. Now, slower is always going to be better, you guys. Make sure you're taking your time. Think about that breath staying down low. All right, so we're gonna do 2 more like this, and then we're gonna complete our 100. We're gonna take 50 here in a minute. So hold your lift of head and shoulders. Gaze is forward, arms down low, shoulders away from the ears. Pump those arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax, you guys. All right, from here, let's go ahead and flip it over. So you're gonna come onto hands and knees. Now we are gonna take a couple of planks here. I'm gonna give you guys an option on this first one. So you can take a regular plank on your mat, hands or elbows, that's cool. If you're up for the challenge, we're gonna use the wall. So hands or elbows, you guys can find a regular old plank on your mat. If you want the challenge, hands are gonna come back towards the wall, and we're going to put pressure into those palms. We're gonna walk our feet up the wall so you're in an elevated plank hold. So once again, it's simply an option, you guys, your choice, but make sure those hips are pressing down, belly button's pulling back towards your spine, weight is shifted forward, gaze is down at your mat, and you're breathing. All right, you guys, 2 more breaths. If your feet are on that wall, carefully step them off. Everybody bend into your knees. Find your child's pose. Rest your forehead down. Now for the rest of our little planks here, we're not going to utilize the wall. We're on the mat. All right, you guys. So hands or elbows down. User's choice. Walk those feet back. Find your plank hold. So hips pressing down, belly button pulling back towards your spine. Now inhale, pike those hips up. Think downward dog. Let your head release between your arms. Exhale, level it back out, hit your plank. Inhale, lift, pike it up. Exhale, level it back out to your plank. So shift the weight into your heels as you lift. Shift it up towards your toes as you lower. Use your breath here, you guys. Make it smooth. All right, you guys. Last one here. Find your plank, hold. Shift the weight forward and back through the feet. So hips stay down. You're just shifting weight up towards your toes, back towards your heels. Breathe it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, you guys. Bend your knees. Find that child's pose. Give your wrists a little roll if you've been on your hands. We're going to take you to a little flow. All right. So let's find your plank once more. So you're back in your plank hold. We're gonna take it through our chaturanga or our tricep push-up. So give me an inhale here. As you exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze it into your ribs so they're not out wide, they're in close. Lower it all the way to your stomach. Release the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift to a cobra. So shoulders roll down the back, squeeze your elbows into your ribs. Press into your palms, curl your toes under, shift the hips up and back, and find that downward dog or that pike position. Now inhale, shift the weight towards the toes, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga or tricep push-up. Inhale, cobra, or you can take it to that full upward dog. Exhale, curl the toes under, find your downward dog. Inhale, shift the weight forward, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, take it to downward dog. Just a few more here, you guys. Use your breath. Inhale, find that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale it to downward dog. 2 more, you guys. Inhale, hit that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale it to downward dog. This is it, you guys. Last one. Inhale it to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bend into one knee. Let the opposite heel sink. Pedal out your feet. Let your head release. And then bend into your knees. Let them touch the mat. Turn the big toes in towards one another. Shift your booty back for your heels. Find your child's pose. Roll out the wrists. Slowly start to restack your spine. Curl your toes under. Once again, shift those hips up and back. Find your downward dog. And then carefully walk your hands towards your feet. So you're finding yourself in a standing forward fold. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to stack your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Head is last to lift. We're all the way to standing. Now, have that wall back behind you. So take that wall behind you, and you want to have your back and your tailbone up against the wall. Now your heels aren't going to touch. You want to have them a few inches away. So back and tailbone against the wall. So I want you to keep a flat back. Keep the legs long. Inhale, start to lower your head and chest down. Try to find a flat back position. Tailbone is reaching towards that wall. Hands can float to the knees if that feels okay. Nice long spine. Inhale, release it all the way down. Let your hands reach for that mat. Legs are staying nice and long. Tailbone is staying pressed against the wall. So you should really feel that deep forward fold. Should really feel that length through the backs of the legs. Give me one last big inhale here. With your exhale, soft bend in your knees and slowly start to restack your spine. Head is last to lift. Now keep the back against the wall. So back and booty are against that wall. You're up nice and tall, hands to your hips. Now carefully walk your feet out in front. Find that imaginary chair. So you're keeping the back against the wall. Keep pressing your tailbone back. You've got that 90-degree bend with your legs. So if you look forward, your knees aren't going over your toes. They're above the ankles. So hands can down the hips, or you can float those arms out in front. Your choice. So you should start to feel that work through the quads, through the tops of the thighs. Make sure you're breathing here, you guys. Keep that spine long, head up, chest up. Keep pressing your booty back into that wall. Maybe sink it just a little bit lower. One last big inhale here. Now as you exhale, you can carefully come out of it. You can use the wall to help bring yourself up to stand. Shake out through the legs. We're gonna go into that position again. So back against the wall, hands to the hips. Walk those feet out. Find your imaginary chair, hold. Now inhale, lift those heels up high, come onto your toes. Exhale, the heels down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So nothing else is changing, nothing else is moving. It's just those heels lifting and lowering. Now this next one, hold those heels up high, hold those heels lifted, reach those arms out in front, find your balance, press your back, press your booty into the wall, maybe sink it a little lower. Last big inhale here, exhale, heels down, walk it up, relax those legs. All right, we're gonna do one more balance challenge here. Back is still against the wall. So you wanna make sure that you have some space on either side. You don't need a lot, but just a little bit, just for balance. So center yourself on the wall. Back is against the wall, booty's against the wall. Lift your left heels, come onto your left toes. Lower your torso down so you can interlace your fingers behind the left knee. So interlace the fingers, pull the left knee up with you as you stand. So left knee is pulling in towards the chest. Keep pressing your back towards the wall, head up, chest up. Now the wall is there to help you with balance, you guys. Utilize it if you need it. Left hand is gonna stay as is behind that left knee. Go ahead and pull that left knee to the left hand side, finding external rotation. Right hand can come to the wall to help support, or maybe reach your right arm out in front, finding a little bit of extra balance. Now we're gonna take it into a twist. So right hand will reach across to the outside of that left knee and pull your left knee over. Left hand can go to the wall to help support, or reach the left arm out in front, finding your balance. Now that right leg, it's starting to work really hard supporting yourself. Make sure you're not walking out through that knee. Pull the left knee back to center, interlace both fingers back behind that knee, just like how we started. Press your back against the wall, head up, chest up. Now inhale, extend that left leg out, point your toes. Keep it lifted. Maybe try to pull it up a little higher. Last big inhale here. Exhale, slowly release it down. All right, so let's change it out. Lift your right heel, lower your torso down, interlace your fingers behind the right knee, and pull the right knee up as you come to stand tall. So back is pressed against the wall, hips are squared forward, knee is pulling in towards the chest. Now right hand stays as is, behind the knee. Open that right leg out to the right hand side, external rotation. Left hand can grab the wall, or it can reach out in front. Left hand's gonna reach to the outside of that right knee. It's gonna pull that right knee over to the left. Right hand can go to the wall, or it can reach out in front. Bring it back to center, both fingers interlace back behind that your right leg. Pull the knee a little closer towards your chest, and then extend that right leg out. Point your toes, just hold. Shoulders relaxed down the back. So you're keeping that tall posture against the wall. Last big inhale here. Exhale, slow release down with that right leg. Shake it out through the legs, you guys. All right, keep the wall behind you. Go ahead and come down onto your knees. So we're gonna take a little stretch for those quads. So be especially mindful getting into this, you guys. It can be a little intense. So hands are gonna come to the mat to help support you. So the left knee is gonna slide away towards the wall. You're gonna take your left knee down, left shin is up against the wall, so your foot is turned up towards the ceiling. Very carefully, step the right foot in front. Now, if that's too much, you guys, the right leg can stay bent back behind as well. But it's gonna be more intense if you step that right foot in front, press your hips forward, and you'll immediately feel that deep stretch through the quad. Nice long spine here. Make sure you're breathing. One last big inhale here. As you exhale, use your hands, bring them to the inside of that right foot. Carefully rotate so you can release that left leg down. Pause for a moment, just sit. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the right side. So we're gonna come back onto hands and knees. That right knee is gonna slide towards the wall. Shin is going up the wall. Foot is reaching up towards the sky. Carefully step your left foot in front. Hands are framing that left foot. Press your hips forward and breathe. So the more that you start to shift weight into that left foot, the deeper and the more intense your stretch will be. So you guys are in charge. Make sure you're listening to your body. You're finding your edge, but safely. Last big inhale here. With your exhale, bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. Rotate your hips down so you can come out of that and you can sit back. All right, so we're gonna finish it with 2 restorative postures, you guys. So we're gonna continue to utilize your wall. So what you wanna do is have a seat, bring one of your hips all the way up to the baseboard. So it doesn't matter which side. Bring one of your hips so that booty is pressed against the baseboard. You're gonna rotate, come onto your elbows, and take the legs straight up the wall. So you're finding your back down on the mat, your tailbone through the heels is pressed into the wall. So make sure that you're all the way up against it so you can feel the wall behind the backs of your legs. So we're gonna take it into our straddle stretch here. So separate the legs out wide and let them just kind of fall open into that wide V. So fair warning, holding in this straddle stretch can be a little intense. If this is too much, you can always bring the soles of the feet together and find a butterfly instead. So butterfly, you can come here, hands can press on the thighs if you want a little bit more. Otherwise, once again, you're letting those legs just drop out into that straddle. So with your arms, feel free to take those arms wherever you would like. I like to reach mine out to the sides with the palms up. Now we are holding here for a moment or so, so feel free to relax the eyes closed. Bring it back to that intention. So even though we're just sitting here in this posture, and once again, it is a challenging one, keep your mind here, keep it present. And when in doubt, focus on the breathing. And what you'll find is if you start to relax the body and you let that deep breath flow through the body, you'll start to feel those legs relax into the pose more. You'll start to feel those heels drop a little on the wall. So as long as that feels okay, let it happen naturally. Do one last breath here. Now, if you're in that straddle, reach your hands to the outer edges of your knees. Use your arms to carefully slide those legs back together, legs straight up the wall. Now, make sure that once again, you're still connected through the backs of the legs. Flex into your feet, toes pulling back towards your nose. Reach your arms out to a T position, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And rest your eyes closed. So we're going to finish here, taking this as our Shavasana. Start to relax through the eyelids. Relax through the muscles of the body. And let the mind quiet. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes. Reach your arms back behind your head as if you were waking up from a deep and peaceful sleep. Keeping the eyes closed, you're taking a soft gaze. Bend into your knees. Drop your knees one side or the other so that you're on one hip, one side, and use your hand to press the wall away from you. Carefully bring yourself up. Find that same cross-legged seated position we found in the beginning. Palms up on the knees. Taking these last few breaths to reflect back on your practice and to thank yourself for this time. Let's go ahead and slowly bring the hands together at heart center. Softly open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me